What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. This morning, I woke up and was like, feeling cute, might make a top 10 video. So if you've been wondering what the most expensive graded cards from Paradox Rift have been selling for, you're in luck. Because today we're counting down the top 10 most expensive graded card sales from Paradox Rift. One thing I can respect about Paradox Rift is it doesn't rely on the super mega popular Pokemon to carry it. You won't find any Charizards, Lugias, Mewtwo's. It relies pretty much solely on the lesser known Pokemon, and I appreciate that. And I have to mention that not every card that's been graded has a sold price. For example, the String Cheese EX is available for sale, but nobody has bought it yet, so I cannot put it on the list. Community, thank you so much for your support and watching my content. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's jump into the top 10 most expensive graded cards from Paradox Rift, with the number 10 most expensive sale in this special illustration rare Rika, that in PSA 10 has sold for $102.50. Now at first I was like, what's a dude doing on a top 10 expensive list? Dudes don't belong on top 10 expensive lists. Well, it's not a dude, it's a chick. I realized this upon further research. So that explains a lot. This special illustration rare Rika is the number 10 most expensive graded card that has sold thus far. Coming in number 9 most expensive graded card in this set would have to be the ultra rare Parasol Lady that in PSA 10 has sold recently in auction for $122.50. This is a Pop 1 PSA 10 card and the number 9 most expensive in the set. The number 8 most expensive card is our headlining Pokemon for this set. It is the Roaring Moon EX Hyper Rare card. That is a Gem Mint 10, has sold in auction for $153.50. And like I said, Roaring Moon EX is the head honcho for this set. It has the most expensive cards. It won't be the last time you see it on our list today. The number 7 most expensive card is another Parasol Lady, but this one is the Special Illustration Rare that has sold in auction as a PSA 10 for $157.50. And the Special Illustration Rare Parasol Lady ties in price with this card right here. It is the Hyper Rare Garchomp EX that in PSA 10 has also sold in auction for $157.50. Always nice to see a Garchomp, but I don't know. Not a big fan of these hyper rare gold EX cards. What do you think? What do you think about these hyper rare cards? Do you like them? Yay or nay? The number 6 most expensive card in the set would have to be the hyper rare Full Art Tulip that in PSA 10 has sold for $158. Boy, this list is very trainer heavy in terms of being the most valuable cards in the set. Yeah, this Tulip is the number 6 most expensive. Coming in number 5 was this Pop 1 Altaria EX Special Illustration Rare that has sold as a PSA 10 for $172.19. Altaria EX. Not the most popular Pokemon. Will it hold this price? Absolutely not. But as of right now, it's the number 5 most expensive. The number 4 most expensive and my personal favorite in this set, it is the Groudon Illustration Rare that has sold as a PSA 10 for about $180 US. And I don't know what it is. Something about the reds and the blues in this card contrast so well. I just think it's very visually appealing. It's pretty bad A. I love it. It's my favorite card. It's the number 4 most expensive overall. Getting down to the final 3, our third most expensive card would have to be the Iron Valiant EX Special Illustration Rare. This is the futuristic card that in PSA 10 has sold for $187.50. And you simply have to love all of the other futuristic looking Pokemon in the background of this card. It's definitely one of the top 3 best, no doubt about it. The number 2 most expensive sale would have to be the Garchomp EX Special Illustration Rare that has sold most recently as a PSA 10 for an even $200. Not much else to say, pretty awesome looking card, number 2 most expensive in the entire set. Before we get to the number 1 most expensive, let's go over just a couple of honorable mentions. Here is a Roaring Moon EX Ultra Rare that in PSA 10 has sold in auction for $63, along with this Ultra Rare Mela Full Art Trainer that has sold as a PSA 10 for $71. Which brings me to the number 1 most expensive card in this set. It is the Roaring Moon EX Special Illustration Rare. Had a CGC 10 Gem Mint example sell for $285. However, a PSA 10 example has sold all the way up to $791, making this officially the most expensive card in this set. That's all I got for you, folks. What do you think of Paradox Rift? What do you think of the prices of these cards? Of course, they'll all be going down as more and more of these graded cards hit the market, but like I always say, it's fun to see what these cards sell for right when they're freshly graded. That's all I got for you today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in my next one.